Guys, I am all for staying natural. I am a natural athlete. I do believe that most people should be natural just because most people they don't need to be taking steroids. But if you are natural and or if you are take steroids regardless, one doesn't make you better than the other. You're not better than somebody just because you stay natural. I see this pushed a lot and I don't like it. I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is because as men and even women watching this, but just as people, I'm not going to say as men or as women, as people in life, we all have our own paths. There are certain decisions I've made in life that you might disagree with, but they are conducive to the path of life that I'm supposed to be on. There are certain decisions that you might have made in life that I might disagree with, but they are in alignment with the path that you're supposed to be on. You might be going to school to be a doctor. Like that's not my path. So I'm gonna look at that and be like, I don't want to do that. Right. And I know it sounds like stupid comparing the two, but I am really big on conviction and I'm really big on being in alignment with the path that you have in life. I saw this one dude post a couple of days ago and he's a bodybuilder. He's a young dude. He's 19. He said he wants to hop on. He said he's going to hop on. People in the comments, oh, we lost a soldier, or you joined the dark side, just all this type of stuff. But he is a bodybuilder. He's already been competing and he knows that taking gear is the next step in his life to be a professional bodybuilder. That is his path. He's not betraying naturals. He's not joining the dark side. We didn't lose a soldier. Like all this goofy shit that a lot of people say. It's just, to me, it's just destructive and it's not good. It's not good. A lot of people who are natural, a lot of fitness influencers and fitness coaches online who make content about fitness, who stay natural, they like to make it seem like they're morally superior than others. And I'm trying to make sure this thing. Hold on, let me make sure this thing is still on. Hold on. Okay, it is. So I swear I thought this thing turned off. But they're trying to make it seem like they're morally superior than other people, and it's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. If you're a natural, you're not better than somebody who takes steroids. Again, I'm natural. I'll forever be natural, and I'll say I believe most people should stay natural because from talking to people and just from knowing about fitness, the three things that people want the most is to be healthy, to feel good, and to look good. What I always say. And you could be natural and do all those three things. All those three things. You could be natural and be healthy, obviously. You could be natural and feel good, obviously. But you could also be natural and look good, which people act like isn't possible. You could do all three of those things naturally. But if you say, hey, I want to be Mr. Olympia. Hey, I want to compete. Maybe you don't want to be Mr. Olympia, but you want to compete. Hey, I want to do fitness coaching, but I really want to like separate myself from other fitness coaches. Like I really want to have a physique that just looks way different than other people. You might have to hop on some stuff to do that. To do any of those things I mentioned. But if that's your path, then that's your path. Where I come in is I like to remind people of their path. So I'm going to remind you when you want a dirty bulk, but you said you wanted a lean physique. I'm going to remind you, hey, remember what you started this for. You didn't start this to be fat as fuck. You just wanted to look good. With clothes, without clothes, you wanted to be lean. You wanted to like what you see in the mirror. When you start debating, hey, I'm thinking about taking steroids. I'm here to remind you, hey, remember when you started your journey, you said you wanted to be healthy. You said you wanted to look good. You said you wanted to feel good. You don't need steroids for that. That's what I'm here. I'm not here to convince people to do something that's not congruent to their path. Does that make sense, guys? I'm here to help people along their path. When I first started fitness coaching, I told myself I don't want to work with people who take steroids. I don't want to work with people who take peptides. I don't want to work with people who take anything. But I was like, that's kind of childish because it's not right for me to. It's not right for me to cut off myself from working with people who are just being in alignment with their path. Especially if I'm at the same time working with people who drink alcohol. I saw this one video. This dude was like, if you're gonna do something that destroys your liver, take gear. Don't drink alcohol. Like shit, I can get behind that. Shit, I'm gonna take gear before I take alcohol. I'm not doing neither. But if it was gonna be one or the other, I'm gonna at least do something that's gonna help my physique to a degree than something that's gonna do nothing for me. You know. So I was like, why am I cutting myself off from people who take peptides or take steroids? They want to build their physique too. Yeah, they're doing it a different way. That's not my way. But they might need hope. They might need some guidance, some assistance. And I'm working with these other people who drink alcohol. As you get older, you start to really understand that there's a path that we all have in life, and it's not one and the same. But to take a moral high ground, they didn't kill nobody, they didn't abuse nobody. They're taking substances. A lot of these people are taking substances that they have to take to get to where they want to get to. This guy, the guy I was talking about, he's a bodybuilder. Oh, he could just compete naturally. If you know anything about natural bodybuilding, then you know that most of these natural federations are untested, and most of these natural bodybuilders are on gear too. Like, it's just real talk, guys. A lot of natural bodybuilders are also on gear. It's wicked out here, but I don't think is right, and I never take a moral high ground to proclaim being natty as being superior than people who aren't natural. Now, people don't ask me, people don't flood my DMs and ask me a whole bunch in person, hey, Randall, are you natural? It's going to come, though. Give me a few more years, my physique really takes it to the next level. People are going to be asking, but I tell them, if they ask, I'll tell them I'm natural, but I don't say that to make myself sound superior or to make myself sound morally superior or anything like that, guys, because it's not that. That's just what's in alignment with my path. Like I said, I just want to be healthy. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I want to help other people get in shape. I don't need gear or peptides or SARMs or TRT or anything to do any of those four things I mentioned. So it's not congruent to my path. But again, if you come to me and you say, hey, Randall, I want to start competing. Hey, Randall, I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, I'm thinking about taking gear. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, it's the worst thing in the world. You just can't do it. You like, no, like, if that's your path, and that is your path. We all have different paths in life, guys. Now, is taking gear detrimental to your health? I do believe it is. But just like other things, like, there's ways to work around certain things. So I'm not as against it as I was a few years ago. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Now, don't think that I'm thinking about taking stuff. I'm never taking stuff. But I'm also somebody like who's done things. Like, I've dropped out of college. I have tattoos. Like, I've done things that a lot of people would disagree with, but they're things that are congruent to my path. Dropped out of college. I have tattoos. I work out hours a day. Like, I do a lot of things that people would disagree with, but I know that I'm in alignment with the person that I'm supposed to be. Does that make sense, guys? I really think this video is very important for me to make. So if gear is part of your path, if your path is to enhance yourself to really build the best physique that you could build possible. See, for me, it's to build my best physique naturally, which if I'm building my best physique naturally, that's going to hinder me from building my best physique possible. I'm okay with that. For you, your path might be to build your best physique possible. Guess what? Gear might be part of that equation. And I'm not here to persuade nobody, but I am here for people who know that that's part of their path. I don't want you to feel like you're doing something wrong. Because that's all I see on the internet now. Oh, taking gear is the worst thing in the world. Meanwhile, they're doing certain stuff that's not aligned with their path. They're working jobs that they know that they're not supposed to be working. They eat cheat meals 3 times a week. They're in relationships with people they know that they're not supposed to be with. They're all fucked up, but they're telling somebody else who knows what they're supposed to be doing that they're wrong. Like, that's crazy when you think about that, right? So this is where I come in, because I'm real, bro. You might do some stuff that I'm not going to do, but I'm not going to act like I'm better than you. I'm not going to act like I'm not doing that. Always focus on the convictions that you have in your life and being in alignment with the path that you have for your life, guys. Now, if you need help building your physique check the description. If you want to speak to me one-on-one, check the description. Custom meal programs, custom training programs, a full 4-month coaching program as well. And also, if you need a strategy call, I do those as well. So I'm here to help you guys out. But I just really thought this video was good for me to make. I'm glad I made this video. Yesterday, I reacted to this guy who's on Gear who said, hey, man, if you're natural, you're not better than other people. That's just your path, and I'm on my path. I do edit it on Instagram. Go follow me at Randall Branch if you want to. And I said I agree with that completely. As somebody who is natural, who will forever be natural, I completely agree with that. I'm all for men or women being in alignment with the path that you know you're supposed to be on. So that's the video for today, man. As always, this is Randall Branch. Check the description if you need some help or if you want to get in touch with me one-on-one. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.